The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Herbert to throw right away. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing. Touchdown!
Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will start this drive with 4. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, they turn to 4. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, it's Watson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy. Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early. Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on second is Watson. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 44 yards. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Mike Williams, touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Watson now to throw. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Watson going to change the look here. The handoff to Ford up the middle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
To the air again, Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On second down, Eckler. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
On 4th down, Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first and 10, Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
This is Ford, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back to throw, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They run with Ford. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And now Watson throws another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
That's going to be caught. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From his goal line here, Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Anthony Walker, given that O-line fits, he gets in there to drop him.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception.
Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Watson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Again, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Herbert off of play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has a...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Harrison Bryant, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line. Watson changing the play. On the ground, it's Ford. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. Down the left sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A big play there for LA. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's a dynamic run there by Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw.
He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Watson looks to throw again.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Ford. And
looks like right at the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
From the 50, it's Watson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
For it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Herbert now